Right. So yeah, let's just get this all set up and start talking. So, gentlemen, let's take it over to the ever so lovely discussion panel. So, you might be aware that last night Twitch announced that they were gonna prohibit. They were gonna prohibit. Repos. They were gonna prohibit gambling on Twitch, and they have been fairly selective in what they've said. So we will prohibit sharing links of referral codes and blah 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 blah. They don't want slots, roulette, dice games, or anything like that, like casino games on Twitch anymore. That's what they don't want. They haven't mentioned anything in regards to sports betting streams and whatnot. We still very likely can still see gambling streams, but it seems like slots and all the casino types of gambling streams were the most popular, and that is what the sponsored streamers were showing on their streams. You know the ones I'm talking to. So, what's going to happen now, and why? What concern does this have on the effect of CS:GO? So, yep. So, Guardian's talking about it here. It's fairly big news. A lot of people have been talking about this. Well, you might notice that case prices have started to go down, which is a bit awkward, isn't it? If I go over to here, I've noticed that the recall cases that I bought for very, very cheap, where are they? Oh no, where have they all gone? Oh the hell, yep. I've got a whole bunch of recall cases, and they've been slipping down and down and down and down and down and down. They were, oh god, look at that. I thought if I held on to them, they might stay up a bit, but they have not. Gentlemen, if gambling is being banned on Twitch, we might see a resurgence or an extra boost of streams for unboxings. Now, the recall case is probably not the best thing to unbox at the moment. But when you got the likes of glove cases, you got the likes of clutch cases and whatnot, we might see the resurgence of people jumping back in now and just streaming all day unboxing cases. Now, there is a limit to how many you can buy, which is $2,000. Do you know that? There is a rule that you're only allowed to spend up to $2,000 on Steam, or through Steam as in like making a direct purchase. So, yeah, that's limited, and it doesn't seem like that's going to be applied to the Twitch ruling. Now, there will be some clarifications to this. They will clarify and say, right, we want to apply all of these things. So we don't know if loot box unboxings are going to be affected by this, but it very likely won't be. And a lot of the bigger streamers that were doing these gambling site streams, they used to do the unboxings, and they're very likely going to fall back onto them. With that, with so many people being aware of the... where have I gone? I've gone the wrong place. With so many people aware of the case unboxings and whatnot, they tend to replicate what they see on streams. And, that's the bad thing that happened with the gambling streams. Their viewers were replicating what they did. Well, if they go back to CSGO unboxing, which, is still not great odds for getting something great, it's what we're involved in. Now, if you're like me, I have about 500 plus glove cases, several hundred Phoenix cases buried somewhere. I've got a whole bunch of Prisma cases here and there and whatnot. The stock is very likely going to rise. Now, to also double down, what's also happening later this year, now I can talk about the Rio Major. So, with what we saw with the Rio Major the Antwerp Major. The Antwerp Major is my example. With the Antwerp Major, we did see overall a market dip. Loads of people were putting their money towards the new stickers. New thing, good thing, want new thing. And then when they go on discount and end up lasting for well over, what was it, almost 10 weeks? No, it was more, 66 days. 66 days of a constant major sale. That kind of ruined Antwerp. Hopefully it doesn't happen for Rio. So Rio's over here. Antwerp stickers did not fare very nicely, and the sticker capsules have started to suffer. But people are definitely keeping an eye out for the new thing, the very nice new thing. So this is very likely going to potentially cause cases to go down in price even more so. So that's going to be happening throughout November. And then what happens in early December, that's when people start, usually it's like the first or second week, people start selling up because they want money to put towards the Christmas/winter sale. So there's going to be quite a heavy dip for CSGO cases through multiple reasons. But if people start streaming unboxings a whole lot more, and as we get towards the end of December, you know, once Christmas has passed, December 26th through into January, everybody's going to have some spare Christmas money. Nobody's working. They're going to be chilling out. They're going to be throwing their money to buy games. They're going to be throwing their money to buy skins. You name it. You get the idea. So a lot more money is going to be pumped back into Steam. A lot more money is going to be pumped back into the CSGO economy, for example. And we're going to see potentially a lot of cases being bought out and suddenly rising up in price. Need a great example? I'll show you. Just take a look at all the cases and see how they've behaved from November to January. So, for example, where's the glove case? That's usually a great indicator. Last year, the glove case... Oh, buddy, look at this. So as we kind of went through November, it's selling for around $1.40. And then it did pick up a fair bit. Now, let me remind you, there was a major and an operation that had happened just prior to this. But with the major going on, that still caused it to go down in price. As you can see, it started to go down. It got pretty cheap. But as we went through December, got to January, it went back up. It went up by 50% from this low point in November. It went up by 50% by the time we hit January 1st. And then, of course, the trend just kept going up and up way into January. It almost doubled in price. So this is something where you, the investor, needs to start considering maybe I might want to probably sell now. If you want to. You don't have to, but it is a risk. Maybe you want to sell now. Wait for the prices to get very cheap for the cases that you're interested in. Throw your money down. Grab as much as you can. Wait another month or two. Suddenly you've maybe doubled your price. Much like what people could have done last year with the glove case. Is the glove case another great example? Is it another great candidate to attack this year? Well, at the moment it's been fairly stable for a good few months. But it is starting to trend down now. Cases were fairly stable for a long time, and now they're starting to stagnate. Now they're starting to trend downwards. So I've given you the information. You might already own some cases. They might have gone down a few pennies. But do you want to take that? We could say it's a risk. Do you want to take that risk? Sell up now. Have the money ready. And then attack when they get cheap. Maybe you don't even want to attack the Rio Major stickers. That's fine, that's fine. But I've just showed you a great example. You need to go through the many other cases. You might not want you might not want glove case specifically, but what else was there? I mean, we've got a breakout case. Did that suffer with the major last year? Let's just take a look. And then you can also see that's gone down. Oh wow. How far? It's a very old case, so it's going to be a bit iffy to. Oh, wow, actually, that's just been trending upwards for a long time. So we're going here, August, June, April, December. Right, so around here. Again, same thing applies. November, it's sitting here selling for around $2. By mid-January, it's gone up by around maybe 50%. It didn't go up as much as the glove case, but it still went up very comfortably. And then for the rest of the year, it just kept going up and up and up and up and up. So I can help you out in terms of maybe making a decision whether or not to buy in during November and then wait until January. I've helped you out there. But I can't help you in regards to what's probably going to happen after January. I'm used to selling up around late December, January time. This is something I do routinely. I'm very experienced with. I'm smaller scale as well, so if you're like me and you've got a decent batch of money, start being smart with it. Start learning patterns. Start figuring out what opportunities are there for you. Sound good? Whew, sorry, that was a bit of a talk, but this happens pretty much every single year. The fall season, the autumn season, we usually always go through a bit of a bad patch, but it's also a great opportunity to buy. So, have fun. And best of luck to everybody.